Arjuna presented his furthermore doubts. And then finally, he surrendered. Karpanya dosha upahata svabhavaha. So he surrendered to Krishna and he said, "Oh Krishna, you please let me know or tell me what I have to do." Then Krishna started telling him about the gnana part, the knowledge. So section 2, 11th shloka to 30th shloka, Krishna gives the full information of there is no death for the soul and the body can never be saved. I think 3 or 4 of you have given the answer about the difference between soul and the body actually. So I had requested. Still some of you yet to submit. Please do that exercise because it gives a very good insight to all of you how we are not this body. Something theoretical, something you have to realize practical also. So unless you list down that one and understand, it will be difficult for you to realize it. So I request all of you, please do that exercise. And that is the gnana part. And Krishna requested Arjuna, okay, now I have given you the knowledge, you fight. Sometimes we tell the theory and we say, okay, you fight now. How can a theory work there? So Arjuna was still doubtful. He was not clear about this. So then Krishna talked about in section 3, 2.31 to 3.8. In the 8 shlokas, Krishna talked about Karma Kanda, where he gave Arjuna some tips to fight, Tips means like we give some tips to the children, sometimes we tell them, okay, I'll buy you chocolate, can you go to the school? I will buy you a bike once you pass 12th standard, like that. So Krishna is giving Arjuna, hey Arjuna, Swarga Dwaram Apahritam. By performing prescribed duties, material enjoyment, material gains from fighting, you will gain the heavenly kingdom. Even that is superior to heaven, actually, the Bharatavarsha and Bharatavumi. Material loss, you will become inferior and sinful from not fighting. So he gives some, actually he develops some taste for fighting in Arjuna, but Arjuna still not ready to fight. He wanted to hear more from Krishna. Then Krishna started talking about Nishkama Karma Yoga, which is very, very important. In section 4, 239 to 253 is Nishkama Karma Yoga. This is the section we are going to see today. So in that section, second shloka 40th, second chapter 40th shloka we had covered. So in Nishkama Karma Yoga, Krishna is telling, but you have to work without expecting any reaction or anything. One works karma with knowledge. When we work according to the gnana, knowledge, then thus detached from the fruit of his work. We have to work with detachment. So this is the section we are going to see now, 239 to 253. Okay. So second chapter till now is clear to all of you. Anyone has any question? If not, we will proceed further. Okay. Okay. 239. Nilesh Prabhu, can you read, please? Just I want to recap a little bit. That's why I'm going back. Actually, we have covered.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
I have to
Krishna.
read only meaning only or shlokas?
Translation, Prabhuji. Only the translation.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Thus far, I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now, listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So Krishna is telling here that thus far I have described this knowledge. What is the knowledge? The body and soul. I am not this body. That is the knowledge. To you through analytical study. He did not tell Just like that. Okay, you accept, okay? I'm not this body, okay? You accept. Krishna did not say like this. Krishna actually gave the full explanation. Now listen, I explain it in terms of the working without fruitive results. So no expectations. O son of Pritha, when you act in such a knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works. So we are all attached to our work, the results of our work. So here Krishna, तो हम लोग सब क्या है, जब हम काम करते हैं, वो काम का जो फल है, फल को हम मोहित है. तो कृष्णा बोल रहे, जब हम ज्ञान से काम करेंगे, क्या ज्ञान? ये ज्ञान है कि मैं शरीर नहीं हूं, मैं आत्मा हूं. जब ये ज्ञान हमारे को है और इस ज्ञान से हम काम सेवा करेंगे, सर्विस करेंगे, तब हमको ये शरीर के ऊपर मोहित नहीं होगा और ये जो संसार का बंधन है उसमें मोहित नहीं होगा. नेक्स्ट इज 240. या प्रभु जी, कैन यू प्लीज, Prasad Prabhu, can you read please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sure.
Hare Krishna.
In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you very much, bro. What is the most dangerous fear we have?
Death.
Janma and Mrityu Chakra.
Mrityu, the death. Death is the most dangerous type of fear, actually. For Janma, we are not worried. We are ready to take another birth. Only for death, we are worried. So, here it says that can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So, how Krishna is telling it can protect, this knowledge can protect us from the death? Can someone explain? You have heard, I'm not this body, right?
Prabhuji, can I try?
Yes, Prabhuji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, as per chapter 2 of Gita, it mentioned that the body can be destroyed, but the soul cannot be. It is transferable from one body to another. So that's why don't get into any trouble or any kind of thinking, because you are just destroying the body, not the soul. The soul will be ultimately transferred to another body, and it cannot be destroyed. And at the end, it will be beneficial, because you will give them what you can say, from the current karma. From this karma, you will relieve them, and they will go to the new body and have their other version. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Krishna removes the fear of death among us by saying you are not this body. So, who is having death? The death is for the body. What is the most dangerous type of fear? Is death. So, that fear will go when he says to us that you are not this body. When we have this practical understanding, I am not this body, I will be transferred from this body to another body. That means I have been put in eternity, actually. I have been removed from the conception of temporary to permanent nature. The permanent nature is we always live. We are always there, Jivatmas. So when we are removed from temporary position to permanent position, the fear will go, right? When we are in probationary period for 3 months, we are always in fear. Oh, if I don't go in time, they may remove me. If they don't perform properly, they may remove me, This fear will be there. But once they give us after probationary 6 months, once they will say you are permanent employee, then we become relieved. Oh, I am a permanent employee. That too, if it is in government, you are more relieved, So similarly, Krishna is removing us from the temporary position to permanent position. So our fear will go. Also here Krishna is telling Salpamas apyasya dharmasya. He says even a little thing you do in this path, in this religion, yeah, even little you do, you are not going to lose. It's an absolute scale where whatever we do is counted, no negative mark. So we will start, for example, if we leave the body at this position, then if we take another body, next life, then we'll start from shloka number 2.41, because we have covered already Bhagavad Gita 2.40, you know. So in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. A little advancement on this path can protect. Hare Krishna. So this is what we learned. Now 2.41 today, we have to continue. So I request Suryapati Prabhu, thank you very much for joining today. Can you please read Prabhuji translation?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So resolute, irresolute. There are two opposite words here. Resolute means fixed, drida.
Drida.
Irresolute means the one who is not fixed, who is chanchala. Sometimes in English we call tickle mind, you know, it's keep. So here, Krishna is telling us, Vyavasayatmika buddhir. The intelligence of those who are working for a purpose, who is resolute. So fixed mind is very important when we are doing any activity. Tell me any activity which works without proper fixing our mind. There is nothing which works, except watching television, you know. You just switch on the television, whether you put your mind or not, it will be running. You will be just watching in between whatever you want. But still, if you want proper information from television also, you have to focus on that one properly. But imagine we are talking about here the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. We are trying to understand a knowledge by which we will be transferred from this material world to spiritual world. If that is the case, how much interest we should have? How much of our focus should be there, resolute should be there in the purpose. So, this beautifully Krishna is explaining here that men of small knowledge, Prabhupada explains, men of small knowledge act only for the opulence and enjoyment. So those who have less intelligence, what they will do? They will only work for opulence, actually. So Prabhupada says that, sorry, just a minute. Resolute determination in Buddhi Yoga, Krishna consciousness, and he also tells about intelligence of those who are irresolute in many branches. These are the two topics discussed. So what is faith for a Krishna conscious devotee? Strong faith that Krishna consciousness will elevate one to highest perfection of life. This is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. What is that perfection of life? The perfection of life is to attain Krishna or Krishna Prema or to go to Goloka. That is the ultimate, or cultivate Krishna consciousness. That is the ultimate for me. So, actual faith is explained by Prabhupada as unflinching trust in some sublime method. So, Krishna consciousness is a sublime method. ये जो तत्व है कृष्ण भावनामृत का, ये तत्व के ऊपर अगर हम श्रद्धा रखेगा, हम लोग जरूर कृष्णा के पास जाएगा. ये श्रद्धा हमारे में होना चाहिए कि ये तत्व में करने से मैं कृष्णा के पास जा सकता हूं. तो वही एक्चुअल श्रद्धा है. सो जब हम लोग कृष्ण भावनामृत में रहेंगे तो ये भौतिक संसार के लिए हमारे को कोई ऑब्लिगेशन नहीं रहेगा. क्योंकि हम लोग आध्यात्मिक जीवन करते रहेंगे, आध्यात्मिक वर्ल्ड के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। सो दूसरा, सकाम कर्म का फल के लिए हम इंतजार नहीं करेगा। सो वी विल नॉट हैव एनी अटैचमेंट और एंडेवर्स फॉर फ्रूटिव एक्टिविटीज। कृष्णा कॉन्शियस एक्टिविटीज आर ऑन एब्सोल्यूट प्लेन, प्रभुपाद एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। इट इज परम सत्य के द्वारा है, नो लॉन्गर सब्जेक्ट टू ड्युअलिटीज ऑफ गुड और बैड। भक्ति में गुड एंड बैड ऐसा नहीं है एक्चुअली। भक्ति जब हम करेंगे वो भगवान के लिए कर रहे हैं। तो प्रभुपादा एक्सप्लेन करते हैं परपोर्ट में, एकेह कुरुनंदना, सो ओनली वन रेजोल्यूट शुड बी देयर पर्पस। कुरुनंदना मतलब कुरु का फैमिली में जो आया वो है, अर्जुना जो है कुरु का फैमिली था। तो हियर वो बोलते हैं प्रभुपाद, बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस सर्विस टू कृष्णा कैसे कर सकते हैं? सर्विस टू गुरु, गुरु का सेवा करने से हम बराबर कर सकते हैं। ही नोज द नेचर ऑफ द स्टूडेंट। गुरु क्या जानते हैं? हमारा बुद्धि क्या है, हमारा स्वभाव क्या है, गुरु बराबर जानते हैं। दूसरा, कैन गाइड हाउ टू एक्ट इन कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस। सो गुरु क्या कर सकते हैं, हम लोग कैसे कृष्ण भावनामृत में सक्रिय से, क्रियाशीलता से हम सेवा कर सकते हैं, उसके बारे में बता सकते हैं हमको। One should act firmly and take instructions as mission in life. So कोई भी भक्त हो, गुरु से वो क्या सीखना है? उनका शिक्षा, और उसको दृढ़ता से फॉलो करना चाहिए, और उसका अपना जीवन का मुख्य उद्देश्य बनना चाहिए गुरु का जो वाक्य है। तो इसके बाद 42 आता है श्लोका। तो वो क्या होता है इधर, और एक बात बोला, अगर आप इफ यू आर नॉट रेजोल्यूट, अगर आप दृढ़ता से नहीं करेंगे, जब आप चंचल होते हैं, बहुशाकः, देन हमारा बहुत, इधर क्या होता है हम बताते हैं, आज इस भगवान के पास गया, थोड़ा कुआ खोदा, उधर पानी नहीं मिला, बाद में हम बोलेगा नहीं नहीं इधर पानी नहीं है, और थोड़ा नीचे जाके उधर खुदाई करेंगे। तो और एक भगवान देवता के पास गया, उधर थोड़ा खुदाई किया, ऐसा 10-10 मीटर खुदाई करेगा, इधर से उधर, उधर से इधर। शनिवार के दिन एक भगवान के पास जाएगा, रविवार को एक के पास जाएगा, सोमवार को एक के पास जाएगा, 7 दिन में। अभी तो भगवान भी बहुत बढ़ गया, अभी डेली डे बाई डे बढ़ रहे हैं, तो टाइम नहीं है कि 7 दिन कम है एक्चुअली। तो बहुत कोशिश करेंगे हम इनके पास उनके पास जाने का, बट कृष्णा बोलते एक ही है कुरुनंदना, एक पकड़ो आप जीवन में। 242 एंड 243। तो विश्वनाथ प्रभु पढ़ सकते हैं?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, मैं ट्राई करता हूँ।
या
Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery word of the Vedas, which recommend various creative activities for illumination of heavenly planet. Heavenly planet
Yeah.
result resultness good birth power and so
Oh.
for being desires absence gratification and opulent life. They say that there is nothing more than this. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू वेरी मच विश्वनाथ। सो अभी 42-43 में कृष्णा ये एस्टेब्लिश करना चाहते हैं कि men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas. So जिनका इंटेलिजेंस बुद्धि कम होता है, वो क्या करता है कि उसको फ्लावरी वर्ड्स, ये वेद का है ना, अच्छा अच्छा रहता है एक्चुअली, सुनने में अच्छा लगता है। अब हम एक वेदा का ये 2-3 लाइन हम सुनाएंगे आपको, आप देखिए कितना सुंदर है सुनने में। वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् त्वमेवं विद्वानमृतः भवति नान्यपन्था अयनाय विद्यते। बहुत अच्छा लगता है, सुंदर श्लोका सुनने में। हाँ, तो फ्लावरी वर्ड्स क्या बोलते, क्यों, किसको बोलते हैं? जो हमको इच्छा लाता है। जैसे वेदा में कहा गया है, अगर आप ये यज्ञ करेंगे आपको ये मिलेगा, आप वो यज्ञ करेंगे वो मिलेगा, ऐसा इच्छा दिखाता है बहुत सकाम कर्म के बारे में। तो उसमें वो भी बताया गया कि वेदास में अगर ये काम करेंगे आप स्वर्ग में जाएंगे, आपको अगला जन्म बहुत अच्छा मिलेगा, आपको पावर मिलेगा, आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन सकता है, नहीं तो आप इवन इंद्रलोक का इंद्र बन सकता है, 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ करेगा। तो ऐसा अलग अलग हमको वासना है, काम दिखाता है एक्चुअली। सो हम लोग भी क्या करेगा, बिकॉज ऑफ सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन अपोलेंट लाइफ दे से दैट देयर इज नथिंग मोर देन दिस। कभी कभी आप किसी को बात करेंगे, आप उनको पूछिए आपका जीवन का मुख्य उद्देश्य क्या है, उन लोगों बोलेगा क्या है, कमाना है, पैसा कमाना है, फैमिली शादी करना है, एंजॉय करना है, जो पैसा है पूरा उड़ा के मरने से पहले एंजॉय करके जाना है, यही तो लाइफ है। तो ये लाइफ ह्यूमंस के लिए नहीं है, ह्यूमंस को बुद्धि दिया गया, इंटेलिजेंस दिया गया। तो प्रभुपाद जी 42 और 43 श्लोका का तात्पर्य में, भावार्थ में एक्चुअली ज्योतिषोमा सैक्रिफाइस के बारे में बताते हैं, और ये भी बताते हैं अब इंद्रलोक में जाएगा या मतलब स्वर्ग में जाएगा, नंदन कानन गार्डन है उधर, एक उधर तोट या गार्डन का नाम है नंदन कानन। तो उधर गया तो क्या है, बहुत अच्छा अच्छा रंबा उर्वशी मेनके सब खड़े रहते हैं उधर एक्चुअली। सबके हैं ब्यूटीफुल वुमेन एंड प्रोफ्यूज सप्लाई ऑफ सोमरसा वाइन। उधर का वाइन का नाम ब्रांड है सोमरसा एक्चुअली। तो वो मिलेगा उधर, जिनको पसंद है उन लोगों वेद का द्वारा कुछ यज्ञ करके स्वर्ग प्राप्त करते हैं। सो प्रभुपाद जी एक उदाहरण देते हैं, जैसे बुद्धि कम जो होते हैं उन लोग ऐसा वेदों को जुड़े रहते हैं, जो इधर कौन सा स्वर्ग का प्राप्ति करना चाहते हैं और स्वर्ग का जो ऐश्वर्य है उसको उन लोगों पाना चाहते हैं एक्चुअली। तो इसके साथ एक 42-43 खत्म होता है। अभी 44 एक इम्पॉर्टेंट श्लोक है एक्चुअली, इसको आप लोग बाय हार्ट करना पड़ेगा 244 प्रीचिंग के लिए और आपका एग्जामिनेशन के लिए भी ये जरूरत है। अभी एग्जामिनेशन के लिए नहीं, फ्यूचर में जब आप भक्ति शास्त्री करने जाएंगे तब इसको आपको ओरल एग्जामिनेशन में ये श्लोक आएगा। रोचक वर्मा प्रभु, कैन यू रीड द ट्रांसलेशन? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu.
In
Please
the
go.
minds of those who are too attached to sense, enjoyment, and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination of devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Hare Krishna.
So it's very clear, किसको भगवान का भक्ति प्राप्त नहीं होता है, who is not getting, is very clear here. There are two things here, bhoga, aishwarya. There are two things. Bhoga बोला तो sense enjoyment, calm. Material opulence is aishwarya. जिनके पास भोग और ऐश्वर्य रहते हैं उनको कभी भी भगवान के बारे में जानने का या भगवान का भक्ति में भक्ति पाने का उनको अवकाश नहीं मिलता है एक्चुअली। सो इधर प्रभुपाद जी समाधि के बारे में बताते हैं एक्चुअली। भोगैश्वर्य प्रशाक्तानां तायापहरत चेतसम व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ मीन्स समाधि ना विधीयते, नहीं मिलेगा समाधि। सो समाधि का मतलब फिक्सेड माइंड, दृढ़ मनस जो होता है, दृढ़ मन जो होता है उसको समाधि बोला जाता है। तो निरुक्ति डिक्शनरी का प्रभुपादा कोट करते हैं, उसमें लिखा है when the mind is fixed for understanding the self, it is said to be in samadhi. एक तो समाधि हम इस चीज को बोलते हैं, जब मर जाएगा उसको जाके दफन करेगा ना, उसको समाधि बोलते हैं हम लोग। मतलब कुछ काम नहीं करेगा, सोया रहेगा एक जगह, वो समाधि है। बट एक्चुअली संस्कृत में समाधि का मतलब है फिक्सेड माइंड। और प्रभा जी बोलते हैं माइंड कैसे फिक्स कर सकते हैं हम लोग, जब हम शास्त्रिक स्टडी करेंगे, जब भगवत गीता पढ़ेंगे, भागवतम पढ़ने का कोशिश करेंगे हम लोग, तब हमारा मन समाधि में है। तो समाधि किसको नहीं प्राप्त हो सकता है? जिसको व्यक्ति, जो व्यक्ति अपना इंद्रिय तृप्ति के लिए काम करता है, इंद्रिय इच्छा वस्तुओं के लिए काम करता है, उसको प्राप्त नहीं होता है। जो व्यक्ति ये जो भौतिक संसार में जो अशाश्वत चीजों से बहुत रुचि रखता है, उसको नहीं मिलता है। फाइनली उन लोगों को क्या होता है? दे आर मोर और लेस कंडेम्ड बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ मटेरियल एनर्जी। एंड में उनको क्या होता है? उनको मटेरियल एनर्जी से भी दुर्लभ हो जाता है, वो भी नहीं मिलेगा एक्चुअली उनको। हरे कृष्ण। Next one is 22.45. Tirthabrata Prabhu, can you please read?
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes, be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self.
Yeah. अभी कृष्ण अर्जुन को ये बोले, थैंक यू प्रभु। कृष्ण भी अर्जुन को बोल रहे हैं कि तुम वेदास से ऊपर आ जाओ। तुम ये वेदास में दो चीज अवेलेबल है, आपको भगवान के तरफ रास्ता भी मिलेगा, और भौतिक जीवन में आप कैसे बहुत कमा सकते हैं ऐश्वर्य को, उसके बारे में भी है, दोनों है। तो भगवान बोल रहे हैं ये जो भौतिक अंश है वेदास में, उससे आप परे ऊपर आ जाओ एक्चुअली। त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदा, तो वेद में तीन गुण के बारे में है, जो भौतिक संसार का तीन गुण। कौन सा है वो तीन गुण? कोई बता सकता है?
Is it Rajatama Sattva? Rajatama Sattva.
Yeah, very good. Rajas, Tamas and सत्वगुण, ये तीन गुण भौतिक संसार में है। तो ये गुण से आप ऊपर आ जाओ बोल रहे हैं एक्चुअली कृष्ण। सो ये भौतिक का जो कार्य है, ये सब किस लिए है? इसमें क्या है? कर्म करवाते हैं हमारे से, और वो कर्म का पाप या पुण्य होता है। तो हम लोगों को पाप या पुण्य का प्राप्त होता है वो कर्म करने से। और उसके लिए हमको ये तीन गुण में हमको कार्य करवाता है, सत्वगुण, रजोगुण, तमोगुण। तो इससे ऊपर कैसे आना है? हमको कल्मश से, ये तीन गुण का कल्मश से ऊपर आना पड़ेगा हम लोगों को। ये वेद क्यों ये तीन गुण में कार्य करता है, कर्म, वो कर्म करवाता है हमारे से? तो हम लोगों को एक्चुअली धर्म, अर्थ, काम, ये तीनों से ऊपर उठाने के लिए, एक्चुअली मोक्ष के तरफ लेके जाने का हमारा उसका उद्देश्य वेद का। सो द पर्पस ऑफ द वेदास इज टू अपलिफ्ट अस टू द लिबरेशन स्टेज। बट द प्रॉब्लम, ये जो वेदास में जो फ्लावरी वर्ड्स है, जो हम लोग उसमें अटक जाते हैं, when we fix or when we get fixed in that, we will not be able to rise above actually. So we should be free from all dualities and from all anxieties. So Krishna is provoking Arjuna to rise above karmakandi rituals. So here he is defeating the argument of destruction of family tradition. आप सबको मालूम होगा, अर्जुन ने एक सवाल उठाया था, ये कृष्ण, अगर घर में बड़े लोग मर जाएगा, हमारा कुल का जो परंपरा है वो नाश हो जाएगा। तो कृष्ण इधर बोल रहे हैं, नहीं, जब तुम ये त्रैगुण्य से ऊपर आ जाएगा, तुम भगवान के लिए सेवा करेगा, तब आप फिर भी आप परंपरा में ही रहेगा एक्चुअली। सो कृष्णा अर्जुन को कुछ टिप्स देते हैं। He says tolerate dualities which continue as long as a material body exists. ये द्वंद्व जो है, ये सही है, ये गलत है, ये सही है, ये गलत है, it continues as long as we are in this body. ये शरीर में जब तक रहेंगे ये जरूर रहेंगे, क्योंकि ये भौतिक संसार का लक्षण है, सही या गलत। Become free from anxiety of loss and gain. आप जब फाइट करोगे, उससे क्या लाभ होता है, उससे क्या नुकसान होता है, वो सोचो मत, आप अपना कार्य करो और हमेशा आप आत्मा के ऊपर रहो, आप एक्चुअली आत्मा साक्षात्कार के स्थान पे रहो। सो ये जो कृष्णा कॉन्शियस, कृष्ण भावनामृत का जो दिव्य स्थान है, इससे हम लोग भगवान का इच्छा के ऊपर या भगवान को खुश कर सकता है एक्चुअली। सो गुडविल बताया गया है, तो भगवान से हमको कृपा मिलेगा एक्चुअली। सो 246 तृप्ति माता जी, कैन यू रीड प्लीज?
Hare Krishna. All purposes served by the small well can be once be served by the great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to the one who knows the purpose behind them. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. So, all purposes served by a small well cannot once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. पुराना जमाने में कोई भी गांव में ऐसा होता था, बहुत सारे छोटा छोटा कुआं होता था। कुआं बोला तो वेल, स्मॉल वेल्स विल बी देयर एट होम, यू नो। सो किसी का वेल में या किसी का घर में स्वीट पानी मिलता था, किसी का वेल में थोड़ा नमकीन पानी मिलता था। सो इन दैट विलेज, यू नो, पीपल हैड ए अरेंजमेंट, आपको पीने का पानी चाहिए, वो स्वीट वाटर कुआं में जाके पानी निकालेगा। आपको बर्तन धोना है या कपड़ा धोना है, वो साल्ट वाटर का कुआं में जाके वॉश करेगा उधर। सब लोग, पूरा गांव वाले ऐसा फॉलो करते थे एक्चुअली। सो एक एक के लिए एक एक पर्पस रहता था, एक एक कुआं। अगर उसी गांव में एक बड़ा तालाब है जहां सब लोग आ सकता है, सब लोग सारे काम, उधर पीने का पानी भी उठा सकता है, उससे वॉशिंग भी कर सकता है, उधर उधर नहा भी सकता है, सब कर सकता है, तो यही इधर उदाहरण दिया गया है। ऑल पर्पस सर्व्ड बाय ए स्मॉल वेल कैन एट वंस बी सर्व्ड बाय ए ग्रेट रिजर्वर ऑफ वाटर। जब बड़ा तालाब है, वो सब काम कर सकते, सारे कुआं का काम कर सकता है वो। ऐसे ही all the purposes of Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. वेदा का पर्पस आप सीखना चाहते हैं तो आप 15 अध्याय 15 श्लोक में भगवद गीता में बताया गया है वेदा का उद्देश्य क्या है। सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्ट मत्त स्मृतिर्ज्ञानम अपोहनम च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदांत कृद्वेद विदेह चाहम। भगवान श्री कृष्ण बताते हैं मैं सबका हृदय में परमात्मा स्वरूप में बैठा हूं, मेरे से ही ज्ञान आता है, मेरे से ही स्मरण आता है और मेरे से ही विस्मरण या forgetfulness. So Krishna is promising in Bhagavad Gita 15:15 that I am sitting in everyone's heart as Paramatma, and from me comes the knowledge, forgetfulness, and remembrance. I am to be known from the Vedas. I am the compiler of Vedas, and I am the one to be known from the Vedas. I am the only one who knows the Vedas very clearly or very well. ये चीजें भगवद गीता में कृष्ण बोलते हैं. So Krishna is telling here, हम देखेंगे तो all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. So वेदा का उद्देश्य क्या है वो जानना बहुत जरूरी है हमको. जिस व्यक्ति या जिस भक्त उसको समझा हुआ है उसको भगवान पूर्ण करते हैं. अलग अलग पढ़ के अलग अलग करने का जरूरत नहीं है वेदास को. So purpose of rituals and sacrifices of Vedas, gradual development of self-realization. जो वेदास में बताया गया है तप और यज्ञ, ये जो बताया गया है ये स्लोली हमको भगवान के पास उठाने के लिए और आत्म साक्षात्कार के लिए है. अगर आप कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस डायरेक्टली प्राप्त किया हुआ है और आप उसके ऊपर आप कोशिश कर रहे हैं, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र जप करते हुए, भगवद गीता सीखते हुए, अगर आप कृष्ण भावनामृत में डायरेक्टली आप इन्वॉल्व है तो क्या होता है, ऑलरेडी आप है ना ग्रेजुअल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ साक्षात्कार में है ऑलरेडी. तो आपको वापस जाके अभी वेदास पढ़ने का, अलग अलग कार्य करने का जरूरत नहीं है. और कृष्णा बोलते हैं हमारा और आपका संबंध तो शाश्वत है. 15 अध्याय 7वां श्लोक में बताया गया है. उधर भगवान ये बोलता है कि हम अब सब मेरा अंश है. भगवान बोलते हैं ममैव अंश जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातनः, आप सब मेरा अंश है. सो जब हम भगवान का पूर्ण अंश है तो भगवान के साथ जो संबंध है उसको हम we can revive very easily. We can revive it very easily, and that is the purpose of the Vedas. Veda का purpose वही है. प्रभु जी एक अर्जेंट कॉल आ रहा है मेरे को. I just pick this call. சொல்லுங்க. நான் ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துக்கொண்டிருக்கேன். அர்ஜென்ட்டா பிரபுஜி? நான் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு ஆன்லைன்ல. கால் பண்றேன் பிரபுஜி. இன்னொரு half an hourல முடியும். நான் கால் பண்றேன். நைட்டு போடக்கூடாது, காலையில போடணும். காலையில போடணும். கணாஸ்ரய பிரபு கொண்டு வந்திருக்காரு, அவருக்கு தான் சொல்லுங்க காலையில போட சொல்லுங்க. நாளைக்கு காலையில. ஓகே, ஹரிவம். I'm sorry Prabhuji, there was some question from the temple. Hare Krishna. So next one, let us read. Rasananda Prabhu, Ramakrishna Prabhu, ಓದ್ತೀರಾ?
Hare Krishna, yes Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, should I read?
You are going to read. I thought Rasananda Prabhu will read. I called Rasananda Prabhu.
He might be busy.
You can read, Prabhuji. You can read.
Okay. योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि संग त्यक्त्वा धनंजय सिद्ध्य सिद्धयो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. Perform your duty equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, I missed the important one. Sorry, Prabhu. We are supposed to read this 2.47. Amrish Prabhu, can you read? This is the most important.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भुर्मा ते संगोस्त कर्मणि. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. So this is a very famous shloka. Bhagavad Gita बोलते हैं इसको कहीं कहीं चिपकाया होता है. They would have put this one everywhere, walls में लगाया होता है, घर में लगाया होता है, गीता का सार लिखा होता है, very famous shloka. Karmanyevadhikarasте ma phaleshu kadachana. So here Krishna is telling, hey Arjuna, you have the right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Imagine we all go to work for 1 month and we work. It is our prescribed duty on the bodily platform. And once we finish the work, end of the month, the company will say, you are not entitled to the fruits of action, so we are not going to pay you anything, okay? Can we accept that one? No. We are all here for money, we have to understand that. We are all here for money. We cannot accept. Come on, Karmanyevadhikarasте Gita हमको सिखाता है. नहीं, we don't want Gita here. We want money. In the material platform, Nishkama Karma practice karna, it's very difficult. But on the Adhyatmika platform, on the spiritual level, we can easily practice. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duty. So Krishna is now coming more into theoretical part and he is explaining to his, especially Arjuna, he is telling, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty. Hey Arjuna, what is your prescribed duty? You are a Kshatriya. As a Kshatriya, you have the right to fight, but you are not entitled to the fruit of action. Never expect, never get attached to the fruits, because once you get attached to the fruit, either you will enjoy or you will suffer the result. So Krishna is telling, you are also the cause. Not only as a Krishna, I am cause. Arjuna, you are also a cause of the activity, but don't attach the results. Consider yourself the cause of the results of activities. Never consider that you are the cause. And nor be attached to not doing your duty. Okay, don't think that you are not getting any benefit or any suffering, so better not to do this activity, So never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activity and never be attached to not doing your duty. Duty has to be performed. When we are born as humans, we have to do activity. There is nothing that we cannot do activity, or there is no rest, In the sleep also we will be working actually. Sometimes we get lottery ticket, in the sleep. Sometimes we dream of getting a big land or something, always our mind working, So there is nothing that there is rest, but you have to do your activity in any case. But it has to be performed as an obligation to the scriptures without attachment for the results. Because scriptures tells us we have to work. Work with attachment to results becomes the cause of bondage. So we get attached if we expect results. So the three kinds of prescribed duties. There is emergency duty is also there. When we do the emergency duty, we don't expect, no? Sometimes we have to do emergency duty. There are desired duties. So we desire, oh, if I do this duty, I'm going to get this. Like, for example, overtime. Overtime is a desired duty, you know. I want to do overtime, so I'll get more money, you know. That's a desire. But the conclusion is that any attachment, positive or negative, is the cause of bondage. Inaction and capricious work, both are sinful. Just for the sake of doing without focusing or without doing it is sinful activity actually, even though you're performing it. So the next shloka, 2.48. Sorry. Shambhuram Prabhu, पढ़ सकते हैं आप? Sorry, I need some water.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्णा, पढ़िए प्रभु.
Perform your duty expired on Arjuna, abounding L attendant the success of the future subsequent if is called yoga. Hari bol.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Perform your duty equipoised. Balanced approach. O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure, such equanimity is called yoga. If you remember, I had mentioned about the word meaning yoga. Anyone remembers? What is yoga?
Connect to God.
What is that?
Connect to God.
Very good. Connecting with God or linking with the Lord is called yoga. So yoga is also, there is another meaning given here, is equanimity, means equally seeing the things, success or failure. You don't see it as different, you know, equally you accept that one. So the real yoga is following Krishna's dictations. You know, whatever Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita, following it is our real yoga. So our duty should be equipoised. We should see from equal angle actually. Giving one's own proprietorship on the sense enjoyment. And right way to act in Krishna consciousness is work as the servant of Krishna. Just a second, Prabhu. I have to connect the battery. Hari bol. Sorry about that. Hare Krishna. So, Krishna consciousness, when we take the dictation of Krishna and we perform, actually we are equipoised. Neither we are on the profit or labha or loss, you know. So what happens is success or failure doesn't matter when we work for Krishna. Sometimes it happens, you know, we start calculating too much, the profit, loss and all like that. Then the boss sometimes instructs us. He says, forget about whether we make money or not. You go and work. You just finish the target, what I have given you. Have you experienced this? Do we have such experience?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, we have such experience, definitely. In the office, sometimes the boss will say, forget about whether we please client or not. You just do what I am saying. So Krishna is telling, just follow what I am saying. Forget about whether loss or not loss, you know. This is, we are talking about Nishkama Karma Yoga now, actually. So Pratik Prabhu, can you read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
O Dhananjay, keep all abominable activities far distance by devotional services, and in that consciousness surrender unto Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruit of their work are misers. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So here, Durena Hai Avaram Karma. So abominable activities. What are the abominable activities? Sinful activities actually. पाप कर्म जो है उसको दूर रखो भक्ति सेवा से और भक्ति सेवा करो actually. Do the devotional service. In that consciousness, surrender unto the Lord. So for us, it's very important while serving the Lord, while doing the devotional service, we should keep sinful activities away from us. That's why it's recommended that we follow those 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. When we do these when we avoid these things, we are not doing any abominable activities. So those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. So Krishna is tagging who is the Kripana और कंजूस जो बोलते हैं हम लोग ना, कंजूस कौन है? जो सिर्फ अपना कर्म का जो फल है उसको भोगना चाहता है। सो प्रभुपाद बहुत अच्छा लिखते हैं अबॉमिनेबल एक्टिविटी कौन सा है, उसमें से वो भी ये भी लिखता है प्रभुपाद जी, जो सकाम कर्म होता है उसको भी वो अबॉमिनेबल बोलते हैं। जिस जन्म मृत्यु के साथ हमारा जो संसार है उसके साथ जो जुड़ाता है हमको, वो कार्य भी होता है और पाप कर्म भी होता है। देन जीवात्मा को क्या करना चाहिए? ये जो ट्रांसेंडेंटल लविंग डिवोशनल सर्विस, ट्रांसेंडेंटल बोलते दिव्य, लविंग बोलते प्रेम, दिव्य प्रेम से जो भक्ति योगा या भक्ति सेवा करता है वही हमारा कार्य होना चाहिए। हरे कृष्ण। सो अभी भगवान क्या करते हैं, 50th श्लोका से 53rd श्लोका तक भगवान बुद्धि योगा के बारे में बोलते हैं एक्चुअली। तो दीपाली माता जी, कैन यू रीड प्लीज?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण।
A man can engage in a devotional service, leads himself to both good and bad reaction even in his life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work.
थैंक यू माता जी, थैंक यू। सो ये बुद्धिमान जो होता है, इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन शुड वर्क इन सच ए वे दैट नाइदर ही गेट्स गुड नॉर ही गेट्स बैड आउट ऑफ द एक्टिविटी एक्चुअली। क्योंकि गुड जो पुण्य कार्य होता है वो हमको स्वर्गलोक में लेके जाता है, पाप कार्य जो हमको नरकलोक में लेके जाता है। जब हम भगवान के लिए सेवा करेंगे वो भगवान के पास लेके जाता है। सो जब भक्ति हम बोलेगा, ये भक्ति शुड नॉट हैव गुड और बैड रिएक्शंस। तो इसलिए भगवान बोल रहे हैं प्लीज ट्राई फॉर योगा। योगा बोलो तो भगवान के साथ जोड़ना, विच इज द आर्ट ऑफ ऑल वर्क। सारे कार्य में वो कार्य जो है वो सबसे अच्छा है एक्चुअली, दैट इज द बेस्ट। सो प्रभुपाद जी लिखते हैं कि जो कृष्ण भावनामृत जो है ये हमारा शुद्धिकरण है एक्चुअली, हमारा जो शरीर का शुद्ध होता है इस कार्य से। सो अर्जुना को बोलते हैं भगवान कि आप बुद्धि योग में काम करो और भगवान को सरेंडर करो, कृष्णा को सरेंडर करो, मेरे को सरेंडर करो, और आप ये जो कार्य और कार्य का फल जो है इससे मुक्त रहो आप हमेशा। तो उससे क्या होता है, जन्म मृत्यु से परे रहेंगे आप इसमें चक्कर में नहीं पड़ेगा। तो श्लोका नंबर 251।
Can I read, sir?
Yeah, Kavita Mataji, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, Great sages or devotees free themselves from the result of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead.
Yeah. So, if you read the shloka here, it says that karmajam buddhi yuktahi palam tektva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchanti anamayam. Thank you, Mataji. So here, anamayam means without any problems actually. Padam gacchanti. So there is a place called Goloka Vrindavana. Okay. That place is also called Paramapadam or Vaikunta Loka. Why Kunta? There are two words actually. Kunta means problems. Vai means no problems in Sanskrit, not English. Okay. Vaikunta means no problems. So that's why it's called here that the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. This is a Godhead place where Krishna is residing in Krishna Loka. So we will be raised above birth and death and we will be going to Krishna Loka. So once you go there, you are free from birth and death, also free from results of this material world, work in material world. So who goes there? Great sages or devotees. How they will go? By engaging in devotional service to the Lord. So activity should be devotional service to the Lord. That makes us the great sages or devotees. Then we free ourselves from the material world. Then we rise above the birth and death. And then we reach to the Golaka or Vaikunta. So Prabhupada explains, Vaikunta, it is the place of liberated living entities. जो मुक्त जीवात्मा होते हैं, उन लोगों वैकुंठ में रहते हैं. Shelter of the boat of lotus feet of the Lord makes the ocean of the material world as small as calf hoof print. Once you take devotional service, bhakti path आप जब लेंगे, जब बारिश होता है, जब बछड़े चलते हैं, तो रास्ते में छोटा छोटा इतना सा कप जैसा होल्स रहता है, तो पानी उसमें भरा रहता है. ये संसार जो है सागर है, सागर को तुलना किया गया है, ये हमारा भौतिक संसार है. मगर जब कृष्ण भावनामृत पाएंगे, जब ये संसार को हम सामना करेंगे, तब ये संसार एक बछड़ा का पांव का एक निशानी का कुआं जैसा छोटा रहता है ना, ऐसा हो जाता है. तो संसार बहुत आसान हो जाता है. प्रभुपाद जी बहुत सुंदर लिखते हैं इसके बारे में. तो पदम पदम यत पदम विपदम, ये श्लोक प्रभुपाद जी ने उल्लेख करते हैं, कोट किया गया है, यस कोटेड. पदम पदम यत विपदम, every step of us there is danger in this material world. All material bodies anywhere in the universe are full of miseries. ये पूरा विश्व में we are all having miseries. There are three types of miseries: Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, Adi Atmika. Have you heard these words?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Who has not heard? There are three miseries.
I did not heard. Okay.
Yeah, Pratik Prabhuji, there are three types of miseries actually. आप लोग तापत्रय सुना है? प्रभुजी बहुत तापत्रय. The word Sanskrit word तापत्रय, you have heard? In Hindi also we use.
Yes, yes.
बहुत तापत्रय है, पता नहीं क्या हो गया. In our South Indian language also we use that one, तापत्रय.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So this miseries means tapatraya. Traya means three, tapa means miseries. There are three types of miseries. The first one is Adi Atmika, the one which has generated from me. Atmika means me. Adi means started. Adi Atmika. It has started from me. What is that? I have two problems. One problems coming from this body. The other one is the problem coming from mind. What is coming from mind? The problem? Doubt. We doubt, बेचारा अच्छा ही रहेगा हमारा जो साथ में काम करने वाला, फिर भी हम डाउट करते हैं इसी के वजह से मेरा बॉस मेरे को बोनस नहीं दिया, सारा इसने जाके बोला तो he will tell all these things we tell against that person, but actually he might have not done. It's our mental status, actually, mind. Similarly, our body. Have you, any one of you have experienced you hit your leg to the dining table by mistake? Or the kursi, chair? Who told you?
Many times.
Many times. But nobody has told, but we have done that one. Sometimes while eating, have you bit your tongue? Many times. So painful, This is Adi Atmika. It has generated from me. Nobody has done this to me. This is one type of misery. Second type of misery is Adi Bhautika. Bhautika means from other living entities. Adi means starting. Starting from other living entities. What is that? You are walking normally on the street, one auto fellow or car will come and hit. Some cycle fellow will come and hit. I will fall down, I will break my leg. One time my uncle in Mysore city was walking on a footpath. Somebody had eaten banana and they had put the banana skin on the footpath. He slipped off and he broke his kneecap, It was not his mistake, but it became his mistake. This is Adi Bhautika, coming from other living entities, humans or animals. You are sitting on the sofa and watching television nicely. One mosquito will come and it will bite. Then you have pain in the hand. It is Adi Bhautika. It is coming from another living entity. This is Adi Atmika coming from my own mind and body. Adi Bhautika is coming from other living entity. Pratik Prabhu, clear? Hai?
Yes, Prabhuji, clear.
Yeah. Now the last, third one is Adi Daivika. You have not bit your tongue. You have not hit your leg. You are comfortably, safely, you are leading your life. Neither any mosquito has come and it has bitten you, or you are not fallen. Nothing has happened in your life, either Adi Atmika or Adi Bhautika, but there will be sudden earthquake happens, or there is tsunami happens. There will be heavy rains, extreme heat. This year it was too much hot, no? Extreme heat. People die out of heat, So this is called Adi Daivika. It has come from Devatas. They are unhappy, unsatisfied. So they trouble us. They also give trouble. So these are the three types of misery. So whatever misery in our life, it falls within these three categories. So nothing beyond this one. So Krishna is telling that you will attain a state, you will attain Vaikunta, my Loka, Golaka, which is beyond all miseries. All these three types of miseries are not there. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. So we'll go to 252. Is there? Kuldeep Prabhu, can you read?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna.
जब तुम्हारी बुद्धि मोह रूपी सघन वन को पार कर जाएगी तो तुम सुने हुए तथा सुनने योग्य सबके प्रति अन्य मानसिक हो जाओगे। हरि बोल।
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. So now Krishna is talking about to engage in dutiful, detached activities as explained. And this verse, especially what we are reading, that implies that Arjuna should rise above the calculation of happiness and misery and fight with buddhi. Actually, ज्ञान प्राप्त होने के बाद बुद्धि काम करता है. When you get the knowledge, you become intelligent. Knowledge is the source of intelligence, actually. Then you have to act as per the intelligence learned from the knowledge, actually. So श्रीपाद माधवेंद्र पुरी का स्टडी के बारे में परपोर्ट में प्रभुपाद जी दिया गया है. तो प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं कि नियोफाइट मस्ट फॉलो द रिचुअल बट वन मस्ट नो द गोल. हम लोग ये जो यज्ञ है, ये तप है, ये सब करना चाहिए, बट उसका उद्देश्य मालूम होना चाहिए, नहीं तो इट्स ए वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. Sometimes in our families they do rituals. I will be just sitting and watching and waiting. कब खत्म करेगा पुरोहित, पुजारी कब खत्म करेगा, उठ के जा सकता है. क्योंकि उसका मतलब मालूम नहीं है. We don't know the meaning behind that. We'll be just waiting. बार बार पूछते रहते पुजारी का कब खत्म होगा, कब खत्म होगा. आजकल पुजारी लोग भी शॉर्टकट मेथड में यूज करते हैं. उन लोग आधा घंटे में खत्म करके सब हो गया बोलते हैं. हम भी खुश, उन लोग भी खुश. But we should know Vedic rites and rituals imperative for neophytes. All kind of prayers 3 times a day, taking bath early in the morning, offering respect to forefathers, etc., etc. ये सब बहुत important है actually. So Karma Kanda section is compared to the dense dark forest of illusion. When our intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of illusion, delusion, जब वो जो अरण्य है उसको हम जब पार करते हैं थ्रू आवर इंटेलिजेंस, हमारा बुद्धि से, तब हम लोग जो पहले का जो सारे सुना है, जो करना चाहते हैं, वो सबसे परे हो जाते हैं. या आगे जो हम वेदा के बारे में सुनेंगे, बाकी सब चीज सुनने जाते हैं, उससे भी परे हो जाते हैं. फाइनली क्या करेंगे हम लोग भगवान का भक्ति करेंगे, शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त होगा. तो आज का लास्ट श्लोक है 253. जितेंद्र प्रभु, कैन यू रीड प्लीज? प्रभु जी आपका अभी
श्रुति विप्रति धना ते यदा स्थायस्ति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धस्थिता योग सवाप्स्यसि. Sorry, Prabhuji, not that accurate.
Translation.
Okay. When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, and when it remains fixed in the trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. तो फाइनली हम कैसे फिक्स कर सकते हैं बुद्धि को, ये इधर बताया गया है. जब हमारा मन को बिना वो वेदास का जो फ्लावरी लैंग्वेज है उसको छोड़ के हम जब हमारा मन को आत्म साक्षात्कार में जब हम हो मन को लगाते हैं दृढ़ विश्वास से, तब हमको दिव्य ज्ञान प्राप्त होता है. तो प्रभुपाद जी 2 चीज बताते हैं. रियलाइजेशन ऑफ वंस रिलेशनशिप विद कृष्ण. कृष्ण के साथ हमारा संबंध क्या है? व्हाट इज आवर रिलेशनशिप विद कृष्ण? वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड वंस वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट वन, वी कम टू द डिवाइन कॉन्शियसनेस. वी विल बी एबल. So highest perfection of self-realization implies to realize oneself as an eternal servitor of Krishna. आत्म साक्षात्कार का जो पूर्ण ज्ञान है कि हम भगवान का शाश्वत सेवक है और हमारा कर्तव्य यही है, बाकी कुछ नहीं है कि भगवान का सेवा करें या कृष्ण का भावनामृत में सेवा करें। तो ऐसा कब हो सकता है? जब हम भगवान के साथ ये भावनामृत कृष्ण भक्ति करेंगे तब हम आ सकता है। सिर्फ हम लोग भगवान का और गुरु का वाक्य का पालन करना चाहिए और इसमें हमको फॉर श्योर हमको ज्ञान का अंतिम भक्ति वेदांत, सारे भक्ति और वेदा का अंत जो है भक्ति है एक्चुअली वेदांत का, वो ज्ञान का अंतिम जो ज्ञान है वो भक्ति है, वो मिलेगा हमको एक्चुअली। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। एक्चुअली एक प्रभु सुभाष विश्वास प्रभु एक का मिस हो गया पढ़ना। सॉरी प्रभु, नेक्स्ट टाइम विल गिव यू द चांस।
नो प्रॉब्लम। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। So I'll stop here. This is the section we have covered. Now what we have covered is from second chapter 39 shloka up to 53 shloka, which is called Buddhi Yoga. Krishna always telling, use your intelligence, use your intelligence. Through intelligence, you learn the knowledge. So once you learn the knowledge, your intelligence will increase. Then you can work from, detached from the fruitive action. Otherwise, you are attached. ये सेक्शन क्लियर है प्रभु जी? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, section is clear, but apart from this section, I have one doubt, Prabhuji.
Who is speaking?
Pratik Prabhuji.
Okay, Pratik Prabhu. Please continue.
Yes, Prabhuji, I have a doubt regarding in this second chapter only, we talk about that in case when soul goes from one body to another body, the karma is lost. But on the other hand, there is one more like the karma we carries from the previous previous body, something like that. I also got from other preaching. So if we can explain a little bit, Prabhuji.
Very well. So, see, please understand very clearly what I am going to explain. There is soul, okay? This soul, let us say this is soul, okay? This bottle, small, this is soul. This soul immediately, what is enveloping or what is covering it is it's Sukshma Sharira or subtle body. What is that? There are three things in this. One is the mind, the other one is the intelligence, and the third one is the false ego or ahankar. These are the three things it's covering. So because it's covering, the soul cannot express blissfulness. It is not in blissful state. It is in the suffering state. Even though soul itself is unaffected by anything. But because there is a covering. Now, this is the Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. On top of this subtle body is the this Stula Sharira. Stula Sharira means the gross body. So whatever I am seeing you or you are seeing me, we are the gross body. So this gross body has got indriyas on which using those indriyas, it interacts with the other body. Only through the interaction, we understand the ego of a person, intelligence of the person, and also his mind, we can interact and we can understand what is in his mind. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Till now, this is clear, Prabhu, whatever I have told?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Now coming to your question, when soul transfers one body to another body, what happens? So when soul comes out of the gross body, I am this gross body. The soul is in my heart. This bottle, small bottle, is in my heart and is covered by these three things. When this soul travels, these three subtle things also travels with that one. The mind, the intelligence, and false ego, it also travels. Only this grass body made of Panchabhuta is dead. So sometimes in newspaper, sometimes in the television, we see पंचभूत में विलीन हो गया उन लोगों, मर गया पंचभूत में विलीन हो गया, ये सुनते हैं. So this is the Panchabhuta, made of Panchabhuta, Agni, Vayu, Akash, Bhumi, पानी. ये 5 चीजों से बना हुआ है. Fire, air, sky, and earth, and water. These are the 5 things made of actually this body, made of these 5 things. Now this is gone, but soul is still with these 3 things. Now tell me where our karmas are registered. Is it in this body or in this subtle body?
As per my understanding, Prabhuji, it is subtle body where it is registered.
Yes, so it travels from body to body, travels till mind is cleared of all inauspiciousness, all sinful reactions. When the mind is very clear, the intelligence can act freely. Otherwise, intelligence cannot act. My intelligence is the intelligence is above the mind, controlling the mind, because mind is chanchala and is acting in many ways and so many attractions are available. The intelligence is not able to show its intelligence. It is corrupted. And because of the corrupted intelligence, and the mind is telling, you are the one, you are the police officer, you are the engineer, you are the one sent the Chandrayaan to Chandra. Okay, it's telling us like this, you know, you are the one who do you are the one. So we think we are the one everything, because the real intelligence is not working. But when we realize about God, imagine if somebody has given me this intelligence, how super intelligence he must be. I'm only sending a aircraft from here to another place. Of course, that's a very intelligent work. It's not ordinary. Sending aircraft from here to Bombay, I'm going with a plane. That plane is acting, that's very super intelligence. It is not ordinary. Who created that? The humans have created. Who has given the intelligence to that? The Supreme Lord has given the intelligence. That means that is superior in nature, the intelligence. But that intelligence is controlled by the mind and it's unable to act. Because of that, the karmas keep accumulating and false ego acts more and we have more papapala out of it. So we transfer from body to body, we carry from previous karma. Once we are surrendered, when we transfer from this earthly planet to Vaikuntha or anywhere, then there is no karma acting, because you are working beyond karma actually. When a mother works for a child, it's a service, great service she is doing. But she is not expecting the result there. चलो आज मैं बच्चों को खाना खिलाएगा ताकि बड़ा हो के मेरे को खाना खिलाएगा वो. She is not doing that calculation. But we do calculations. If I work this many hours, I should get something. Otherwise, I will not work. So, for example, we put money in shares. So when you put money in shares, so there is the expectation you are putting, मेरा पैसा बढ़ेगा. But कभी कभी घट जाएगा हमारा पैसा. So there is a suffering also. So the clear answer here is that there will be suffering, there will be all reactions, everything, till the mind is getting clear. That's why whenever any Shastra speaks about mind, it says that मन लगा के करो. हमारे घर में भी बताना, इधर क्या देखते हैं टीवी की तरफ, मन लगा के पढ़ो तुम उधर बैठ के. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना बच्चे लोगों को समटाइम्स, क्या तुम मोबाइल यूज कर रहे हैं, मन लगा के पढ़ो. So everything we address to mind, because that is the one to be cleared of all inauspiciousness. Clear, Prabhuji, Pratik Prabhu?
Clear. Hare Krishna.
There is nothing that you don't surrender to Lord, not do devotional service, you will be going. No, it's not like that. Nilesh Prabhu, please go ahead.
Prabhu ji, मेरा question ऐसा है कि कृष्ण भावनामृत में, so we have to serve the Lord directly, or we have to serve the servant of Lord, because there are two concepts: serve the Lord or serve the servant of Lord. So in between this, I have confusion.
Actually, this is cleared by Lord Shiva to Parvati Devi. Parvati asks, what is the best worship? So Lord Shiva says there, Aradhanam Param Vishnur Aradhanam. He says that Vishnu Aradhana is the topmost. He makes a statement, Lord Shiva. Then he makes the next statement, more than Vishnu Aradhanam, I forgot that line in Sanskrit, more than Vishnu Aradhanam, the servant of the Lord, if you serve, that is the best, Lord Shiva says. And also, Raja Kulshekara Alvar, who has written the Mukundamala Stotra, you all might have heard about that one. He says that Tadbrutya Brutyasya Brutyasya Brutya Itimam Smaralokanatha. I want to serve the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. There is one story. If you all have 2-3 minutes, I'll quickly tell the story. Okay? If you don't mind.
Definitely.
It comes in Sripad Ramanujacharya's life story. He was in Kanchipuram. He was serving the Kanchi Varadaraja, Lord Ramanujacharya. That time there was this one guru. His name is called Kanchi Purna. He had direct link with the Lord, actually, Varadaraja. The Lord of Kanchipuram is Varadaraja. So, what was his service? After the Lord day service is finished, night he is going to sleep. That time, this Kanchi Purna, he fanned the Lord, actually. That is his service, fanning before Lord goes to bed, So every day he's doing. One day he came and he was doing. Before he came to the temple, one Brahmana, he met him on the street and he asked, Kanchi Purna, can you ask your Lord Varadaraja when I will go back to garden? Suryapati Prabhu, thank you very much for putting the shloka. So he went and he asked the Lord, Lord, there was a daily discussion. Before Lord goes to bed, he used to ask, Ye gali mein kya hua? Aaj Bata mein kya hua? Hara mein kya hua? Panda ke paas kya hua? Dabab street mein kya hua? That he used to ask Kanchi Purna. Kanchi Purna used to update him every day what's happening in Riyadh, So like that. So one Brahmana asked this question. So Kanchi Purna went and asked when he will go to Vaikuntha. Lord said, in this life he will go back. Then Kanchi Purna came and he slept the whole night. He didn't get the sleep. He said, I asked for him, but I forgot to ask for myself. Then next day when he went, Kanchi Purna asked the Lord, oh Lord, when I will go to Vaikuntha? Lord said, you will not go to Vaikuntha. Immediately Kanchipurna said, how come? I am talking directly to face. I am serving you face to face. How can you say I am not going to Vaikuntha? Then Lord said, because you have not served any Vaishnava, you have not worked under any Guru, so there is no chance for you to go back to Godhead. Then immediately he kept the fan. आप जाने आपका फैन जाने हम जा रहे हैं अभी गुरु के पास. He ran to, there is Tirukoštiyur, if you see in Tamil Nadu, very beautiful Soumyanarayana temple is there. So he went there. There was Goshti Purna there. He's just actually is together. So they are the God brothers actually from the same Guru. But he went in a different Vesha and he went and he served him for few years. Then he realized, the Goshti Purna realized he's my God brother. Then he said, why you are doing this? Then he came back to Kanchi Varadaraja. Then Varadaraja Perumal said, now you will go back in this life only because you have served a Guru. So it's very important for us to serve a Guru in this life only so that we can go back to Krishna in this lifetime. There are many instances about this. So this is one of the examples. So it's very important to serve a Guru. We have to serve, servant of the servant, we have to serve to understand Krishna. Sometimes we cannot understand Krishna directly because he's so powerful, he's done so many things, we cannot understand. Right. I think it's late already, 8:30 for all of you also. I'll just speak few words which has been requested by Amrish Prabhu, and I also had the wish to speak to all of you about today's importance. Today is called Bhadra Purnima. Bhadrapada Purnima, Shukla Purnima actually. Anyhow, the importance of this one is, told in Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 13th chapter, 13th shloka. So if we read from there, just give me a second. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is the king of all knowledge. On this auspicious day, here Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto, 13th chapter, 13th shloka says, if on the full moon day of the month of Bhadra, one places Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne and gives it as a gift, he will attain the supreme transcendental destination. So we all will get a supreme destination of Krishna Loka if we donate Srimad Bhagavatam on this day, today, actually. So one set of Bhagavatam you can find out from your local authorities, Amrish Prabhu, how much it will cost and all. Please gift it to someone in your family or friends, or for yourself. You can order and keep it in your family, in your home actually. Bhagavatam is Krishna himself appeared in Kali Yuga for us actually. So Srimad Bhagavatam, I gifted to my mother's elder sister 10 years back. She started reading and she's read 2 times full Srimad Bhagavatam. At the time of death, when approached, she left now 1 month back. She was 91 years old. So just before leaving the body, she was always thinking about Krishna and Rama always. She was a devotee of Rama, of course. So she's always thinking about Rama, Krishna, Rama, Krishna, Rama, Krishna. So last moment came, she was about to leave. She was in a hospital in Bangalore. One monkey came and it sat on the window and it was asking for something. Then she gave a biscuit which was with her. It ate a biscuit and it left, and she also left the body. So just before leaving the body, she mentioned, Rama has sent this monkey to take me back to Ayodhya. So that's how she left the body. So that is the importance I'm sharing because this is my personal experience. I just gifted her because she's old, she can read at home. So like that, you can give to your family. It costs some money, but it's a very big gift you are going to give. Imagine somebody will read Bhagavatam, what you have gifted. That's the best gift you can give to anyone else. The other things are temporary. They wear the cloth, they will see, oh, very good, Anna, you have given a very good cloth. They will say, after a few days, new model will come, they will change and they will have no importance for what you have given. Food you give, they will eat and they will forget. But when you give Bhagavatam, they will keep at home. For generations, it will be there. Not only now, my cousin is reading, his son is reading, That's the benefit. I am sharing this personal experience because to make you understand. That's all. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So those who have planning, you can have a sankalpa today and tell Amrish Prabhu, he will help you out. Prabhuji has put Suryapati Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. That's why we need you in the class, You are
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Just want to say 2 words about this Bhadrapada Purnima. Whoever would like to know more details about that, you can reach Amrish Prabhu. He will provide the details. Also, there is a facility. The books, the set of books will be reached to your doorstep. So that facility is also there. So this is our request. Hare Krishna.
Hariva. Sorry, bro, I forgot. You are the distributor actually for the books, no? You are the one.
Yeah, Prabhu, that I got the seva. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
I thank all of you for attending today's session with so much of patience and tolerance. Please read. After hearing all this, you need to read. You have to study Swadhyaya. It is called Swadhyaya. You have to do Swadhyaya. Then it will be more clear to all of you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Amrish Prabhu, you can
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. So Prabhuji has given so much of his precious time for all of us. So let us chant 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra for his spiritual progress, so that he can continue spreading Krishna consciousness more and more. We'll chant 1 round for him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So, we will meet next week, Friday evening. Till then, please take care of all of you. Please take care of yourself. And if you have any query or concern regarding Srimad Bhagavatam, distribution or donation or delivery at your home, please do reach out to me or Suryapati Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So next week, 2nd chapter will conclude actually. The last part. It can be faster because it's easy. The last in the 2nd chapter. It's the longest chapter actually. One of the longest. Yes. After that, we enter to Karma Yoga, 3rd chapter, which is very interesting also. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.